Hey everyone, it's BodyGuard, the Gorilla Guide. This one's gonna be a little light on me talking, not feeling the greatest today. This is kind of how they've got things so far. We're gonna kind of jump right into it by just doing a quick infection here. I didn't really zoom in on too much building-wise. As you can see, it's still a work in progress. That military base is still kind of a placeholder. Some of the areas down south don't actually have doors. But, sorry if I'm just a little bit off today, just really not feeling that good. Alright, and next thing here, they do got some icons here for the small and medium, bombs there, but they aren't actually implemented yet. It's just a nuke. But also just flashed over to the Heroes tab there. I know it's very quick on it. Everything's going to go pretty... I'm not going to do too much with moving stuff. I am going to be sending out, police cars and everything as things go on, but I'm a little bit slow today. The doors and windows don't rebuild yet, but you can see, you've got broken fence rubble there. As things go on, you'll see me sending out troops to patch things. And again, sorry it's so off and, there's been such a delay and everything, but, stuff happens. Now we got the nice little, the airport's starting to get overrun. We used some pistol raiders, just as kind of like fill-in guest workers. All this stuff is heavily militarized, so, you can see me kind of sacrificing those two because they're infected, and medics don't heal raiders. They don't cure them. If they get infected, they're doomed. I'm not sure if that'll ever change, but that's how it is right now. It's a little interesting note there. Here I'm sending out another cop car here to try to save that hospital. Now, I will give a warning. I'm doing just like a little voiceover part here now. Partway through this video, the FPS does drop dramatically. I'm not entirely sure the cause, but it's something that does happen. And you can see here, we're going to have this guy sacrifice himself. He got infected there, so, he's patching up the wall so we don't get more zombies flooding through there. Limit them just to the open doorways. But, he's done for, so might as well just let him go out shooting. Take the other raiders and actually, get them into the battle. And, get them moving. And I want to say we're going to see some performance drop shortly on this. I'm still looking for the cause. It's why we do the testing. Better to find a cause now than, have you guys get hit with it later. Got the cops going in. We're going to patch up some of the damage, but That window, you can see it's not finished coating on all that. You can see that one, still generates a massive window. But we'll patch up what we can up there. That will be... It might change in the future that they'll be repairable, but for the moment, it's not repairable. So we just patch up that wall, do the best we can there. And right here we get that, this is where we get the big performance drop. Not sure what causes it, but you will notice the rest of this whole run is slow. But this is where I started kind of consolidating, trying to get some holdout areas, because, at this point, the map's pretty overrun. We're well over 100 zombies. We're, taking losses everywhere. And right now, you can't see me moving out the Raiders. I was kind of toying with seeing what might be causing that slowdown, so I was trying to move them out. Again, I'm pretty quiet in this just because I wasn't feeling the greatest when I recorded this. Doing a lot of this as voiceovers right now, just, after the fact. Just so you guys have a little bit of explanation in there for what's going on some of it. Not my best video, but hopefully it gives you guys a little bit of a view. Oh yeah, I did also deploy, before I started recording, I set up a team made up of a few SWAT, a few raiders, like a few cops, and one sniper, and put them in the forest and labeled them rangers. So we saw one of them was still out there kicking, and they were all on AI moves just to kind of patrol their little forests there. Figured kind of like a little throwback to the Stars game for Resident Evil. And you'll notice, as all this has been going on, patching up those fences has helped a lot, keeping things, from dying. Here's just a little planning problem for me. I put the barricades too close to that one, so he couldn't actually pull out. I know I've been a little bit quiet, but right about here, in a moment you'll see a little bit of a jump. I paused and stuff a few times through this, just trying to see if it was the recording software or anything causing the slowdown. Turns out it never was. Even running it without that, we still got the slowdown almost instantly. So it was definitely something in the game, but I haven't really determined what was causing it. But at this point, it was time to start evacuating. Everything was pretty stabilized. You will notice I've found kind of the best way to do this is send off your helicopters and waves. When a helicopter is flying, they don't actually run towards the helicopters that are landed. So you have to wait for all flying helicopters to either land or leave the map. You know, just in case you're trying to find a good way to do that. The devs are talking about, you know, making it so helicopters don't have, you don't have a limit or have a much higher limit. But they're kind of running into that. Do they want to be realistic or do they want to be, practical for the game? There's a lot of people who jump on them for realism things, oh, that gun doesn't look right, or that's not how that works. Things like that. So they've been kind of towing that line, trying to be kind of realistic, but that might be changing. We don't know. Again, I'm not really one of the developers. I'm just kind of like a tester and, moderator, kind of fill in the blank person who's just kind of helping out. But, that's just one of the things I've heard discussed. If they do that, they'll most likely add something drastic if your infinite storage helicopter dies. Because right now, the drastic thing is any civilians underneath it generally turn in one massive horde. If there's infinite space, they haven't really decided what they would do with that. I am floating out the idea that an alpha zombie spawns, kind of like a, big zombie or like some kind of mutant zombie or something. Something big and dangerous. But who knows how that will go. At this point, everything kind of wrapped up. The evacuations were all successful. I still left the game running, but I was not feeling that good, so I didn't really want to like evacuate the troops, and the troops weren't really in danger, so I just kind of left it off there. I'll try to make a better video for you guys later. Don't know when, but I'll try to get you one. Thanks.